For the purpose of continuity, we shall pray just before we do the speeches. So for now, let's have the Harambee Stars coming in sequence.
Joseph Mwene, goalkeeper coach. Alphonse Omija, defender.
Harambee Stars shine so bright. Together we rise.
Evan Okumu,
strong.
defender.
Timu moja, ushindi ni wetu.
Vesta Owino, defender.
Kenya's pride.
Swale Pamba Hamisi, defender. Lewis Bandi,
Harambee Stars,
Brian Musa, midfielder.
together strong.
Pete Erambo, Mishira,
Harambee Stars
midfielder.
shine so bright. Together we rise, bold and strong. We are
Duado Mundi, striker.
ushindi ni wetu.
Forward, forward.
Harambee Stars, Harambee Stars. Kenya's glory, our desire. Timu moja,
Oh, Ryan Wesley Ogam, forward.
tunajivunia Harambee Stars.
Boniface Moshiri, midfielder and vice captain.
Team Kenya, Harambee Stars shine so bright. Together we rise, bold and strong. We are the team.
Ansel Sakari, defender and vice captain.
Harambee Stars, Kenya's pride.
Benedict Saul McCarthy, head coach.
Harambee Stars, together strong, hearts on fire. We are the team, Harambee Stars, Kenya's glory.
Round of applause for Harambee Stars.
Excellency, ladies and gentlemen.
We also have men and women in our athletics fraternity who are here. We also have volleyball, and we also have other sports represented. Your Excellency, this gesture is also to demonstrate your commitment to lift sports from the grassroots. And therefore, as a ministry, we will continue to work with all talents across the country. We will continue to improve the infrastructure so that your vision, Your Excellency, can be realized. CHAN 2024 has been a whole government project, and therefore all the ministries have supported in one way or the other. The security team has been very, very handy in ensuring that they keep security, and we are there to the CAF regulations. And therefore, Your Excellency, I want to thank you for this gesture, but more importantly, want to commit that as a ministry, we will continue to implement your vision, because this is really historical. This occasion, Your Excellency, is a continuation of your inspiring leadership. Your Excellency, in your vision, you have put it very clearly, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And this bottom-up economic transformation agenda is clearly articulated in talent development, talent nurturing, and ensuring that talent become livelihoods. And therefore, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Harambee Stars, because they made history. You know, for 38 years, Kenyans were missing football. And therefore, through your leadership, CHAN 2024 was very uniting across the political divide, across regions. Everybody was happy. Even when we increased the fan zones to 13, you know, they were full and everybody was inspired. Matters football, sometimes the results may not be what has been planned. But I'm sure every Kenyan is very proud. Even when our boys were playing Madagascar, they played very well. They made us very proud as Kenyans. And therefore, Your Excellency, this occasion is an occasion that reaffirms your commitment to inspire the young generation, but also to recognize talents.
Mine, Your Excellency, is very brief. First is to thank everybody in this room for whatever role you played in supporting our national team. Some of you came to the stadiums in large numbers, supported the team in various ways, and we appreciate it. But most importantly, Your Excellency, is the pace that you set in terms of supporting this team. And from that, the motivation, and from that, the aspiration of millions of Kenyans was captured in this moment of these CHAN competitions. I have no words to express my gratitude for that support. When we took over office in December of last year, more than once, Your Excellency, you reminded us that we have a huge task ahead of us. And together with my administration, we promised you that we will not let this country down. Football has come a long way in the last 8 months. We want to build on those successes. Harambee Stars, you have made us proud. You have been the pillar and the foundation for that renaissance that we are looking forward to developing our game. The Ministry of Sports has been invaluable in this journey. Your Excellency, I want to challenge everybody in this room to emulate your good gesture, to emulate your leadership, your vision for this country, and to follow those footsteps so that we can be able to achieve greater things in the coming years and the coming days. I want to specifically also recognize the Kenya Premier League and NSL teams here, because the next stage of football development is at the grassroots, and this is where we will require a lot of your support. I don't have much to say today. We will talk after this event to see how we can find those areas of synergies But Your Excellency, asante sana. God bless you. God bless Kenya. We are looking forward to bigger, better things in the coming days. To the private sector, just to share with you some numbers. Harambee Stars, games on KBC, had a viewership of over 40 million people. We had an impression on the social media and digital platforms over 100 million, majority of whom are also from the diaspora, from the US and from the Middle East. So those numbers already tell you that there's something here, something valuable, something big. Join hands with us so we can create a momentum and we can do better in AFCON 2027. Thank you very much.
From me and the team, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think we would have been able to achieve and make those small steps in the right direction if we didn't have you guys behind us to support us and gave us the tools to succeed. So thank you very much for your faith and your trust in us. And the most important people to thank is the nation of Kenya, because football is a team sports and it's about 11 players, but you guys made us felt that we were untouchable every time we went onto the field, just with your support, filling the stadiums and pushing the team whenever. So we could not have achieved anything, talent and everything that we had, but we could only do it with the fans and everybody that was behind the team. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope this is the beginning of something really special from the players and from the fans, hopefully, that we can continue on the good path and do well and make the country proud. So thank you so much for everything. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. You have supported us. Now, I think I've been in the national team for the last 15 years. Hatujaipata support kama hii. So thank you so much. You have really united the Kenyans. Sahi ukienda kwa stadium, unaona stadium zimejaa because of your hard work, commitment na support yako. So tunashukuru. At the end of the day pia tunafeel kama disappoint a lot of Kenyans because we thought and we believed that we're going to win the CHAN, but unfortunately Mungu ako na plan zake. So I just want to take this opportunity to say that we are sorry and we're going to do better. Thank you so much.
Today, we gather to honor and celebrate our outstanding sportsmen and women, the medalists, record breakers, and champions who have flown our flag high in competitions both locally and internationally. Our athletes, whether on the athletics track, the football or rugby pitch, the volleyball court, or the boxing ring, are among Kenya's brand Kenya's greatest ambassadors. They lift our collective spirit, inspire us to reach to greatness, and show the world the limitless potential of our nation. This dedication is important that today we have sportsmen and women from different disciplines in our midst. Their dedication, discipline, and resilience have not only won medals and shattered records, but have also reminded us of the power of talent when it is nurtured with purpose and supported with opportunity. We are all immensely proud of the performance of the Harambee Stars in this year's CHAN tournament. Before the competition began, few believed we would progress beyond the group stages. We were drawn into what was, and many called, the group of death. Along CHAN giants like Morocco and DRC, nations that between them have lifted the trophy 4 times. Yet against all odds, our team topped the group. Tuwapigie makofi jamani. This remarkable achievement has reminded us that when Kenyans play with hearts, discipline, and unity, there is no obstacle too great to overcome. As we are now set our eyes on AFCON 2027, we must draw on the resilience and belief that carried us this far to prove once more that Kenya can stand tall among the very best in Africa and the world. I must say here that it is Kenyan to be champion, to play and participate in the Olympics and the World Cup and all the international competitions. That is our brand. And we should live up to that brand. And in our lifetime, very soon, our team, the Kenyan team, is not only going to play and win in the continental championships, but also in the world championships. Ladies and gentlemen, we now know and deeply appreciate the power of unity when we rally behind our sportsmen and women. The passion, pride, and motivation we gave our Harambee Stars during this giant competition demonstrated what it is and what is possible when a nation stands together. This is the same spirit we must carry into every arena of our national life, in our schools, our workplaces, our counties, and across our republic, to propel Kenya towards greatness. As a government, we have taken deliberate steps to recognize and reward excellence. We revised the cash scheme to ensure our champions are acknowledged in a manner that reflects their sacrifice and hard work. We have made the following changes, and they are significant. The package for individual Olympic gold medalists has risen from Kenya shillings 750,000 to 3 million. Silver from 500,000 to 2 million. And bronze from Kenya shillings 350,000 to 1 million. In team sports, the award per athlete has increased from 100,000 to 750,000 for gold, from 75,000 to 500,000 for silver, and from Kenya shillings 50,000 to 375,000 for bronze. So far, on average, we have increased prizes by 400%. And again, the ministry has scheduled payouts. I know we have in our midst great athletes who've won many races and many games across the globe, and they are here in our midst. So the ministry has scheduled payouts amounting to Kenya shillings 55 million for recent sporting events, alongside an additional 10 million shillings for a great lady who won gold, but also broke her record. I don't know whether she is around. Is she here? She's not here. And also another great lady who also won gold in her race, who is going to be paid 5 million shillings. At the same time, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of sports may, and on the recommendations by the Awards and Recognition Committee, recommend payments of winning bonuses to teams and athletes engaged in qualifications for major championships as an impetus for attaining qualification bonuses up to 2.5 million. And I have instructed Salim Vuria to do as much to make sure that we motivate all our sportsmen and women. We are investing heavily in sports infrastructure. From the successful hosting of CHAN, which showcased our readiness to stage major continental events, to the construction and innovation and renovation of the world-class stadiums. We are building facilities that will serve athletes and communities alike for generations. From Talanta City to the renovation of Kasarani and Nyayo stadiums. And just for the record, we will also be putting a canopy in Nyayo Stadium in readiness for 2027. And the upgrading of facilities like Eliud Kipchoge Stadium in Kapsabet, Buhungu Stadium, Raila Odinga Stadium in Homa Bay, Stadium in Bungoma. We will shortly be finalizing the stadium in Kitui, and I have already instructed the ministry, and we have agreed to build another 25 stadia across the country. That process, Mvuria and team know that we have agreed that those stadia must be ready in time for AFCON in 2027. The process of raising our team for AFCON 2027 begins today. And I have agreed with FKF that that process is going to start from the grassroots, from the bottom up. So, Mr. President, you have my instructions and marching orders, working with the ministry, for you to build for us a solid, professional team that will make us win AFCON in 2027. And as part of raising that team, we are going to have different mechanisms. And I'm happy that we have friends in our midst. We have partners in our midst. I certainly will put in public money, but I am also certain that our private sector, who have been very supportive, and I must congratulate our banks, betting agencies, oil marketers, and many other brands, including vehicle manufacturers, vehicle retailers. I see Toyota in the room. I see East African breweries in the room. I see Equity Bank. I see KCB. I see my friend Oigara from Stanbic, and all the good people. And I think Cooperative Bank is in the house, and many others who are in this house, including parastatals and institutions that have capacity to support. All of us must now close ranks and build sports as the greatest unifier of our country. And I am confident that not just as we build football, but as we also support all the other sports disciplines, both in athletics, ball games, and all, everything in between, I am very confident that we will be able to tap into the rich pool of Kenyan young talent that is available for us to develop into the champions of the future. Talent development remains central to our strategy. Through the Talanta Hela initiative, thousands of young Kenyans are being empowered to monetize their skills and pursue careers in sports and especially in the creative economy. We have launched 37 constituency sports academies to guarantee every region access to structured training, mentorship, and opportunity. These academies are the foundation of our future where no talent is overlooked. At the same time, we are reviewing the sports policy of 2005 and the Sports Act of 2013 to create a more inclusive, transparent, and commercially viable sports ecosystem. These reforms will address governance, athletes and sports persons' welfare, doping control, and the integration of technology in modern sports management. Importantly, we are also engaging stakeholders across all counties to ensure the new framework reflects the aspirations of every Kenyan. I wish to appreciate the contribution of corporate partners who have already come on board to support our sportsmen and women. I call on more corporates to join us in investing in our athletes programs because your partnership is vital. Your belief in the process is essential. Together, we can build a thriving sports culture that empowers our youth, strengthens our economy, and unites our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, our overarching vision is to position Kenya as a global sports powerhouse with our sights firmly set on AFCON 2027 and beyond. To achieve this, we must uphold dignity in governance, embrace transparency, foster unity, and commit to long-term planning. This journey demands patience, positivity, and shared responsibility from all stakeholders, from federations, sponsors, corporates, development partners, including funds. I reaffirm the government's full commitment to talent development and to building an environment where athletes thrive. To all our sportsmen and women here today and across Kenya, you are the pride of our nation. Your courage, discipline, and relentless pursuit of excellence have not only brought glory to our country, but have also inspired millions of young people, both here at home and abroad. You remind us that greatness is never an accident. It is nurtured and earned through sacrifice, resilience, and self-belief. You didn't make it to the finals, but you made us proud and brought the nation together. I know me and you had a deal. Captain, you remember? We had a deal. And I was really, really looking forward to each and every one of you owning a home. It was really my prayer and wish. In fact, one friend of mine told me I was responsible for Harambee Stars' loss because I was absent at the field. And for a moment I thought maybe he was right. Maybe I should have been there in person and encourage these friends of mine to do their best. But I promise next time I will always be there so that we can do it together. So that we can do it together. And because you inspired the nation, you brought Kenya together. You brought people from across, counties and disciplines and workplaces together. And you made us very proud as a nation. And because we were holding an continental match or continental tournament for the first time in 40 years, it is understandable that we may not have been as ready as we should. But now that we have time, we must prepare for AFCON. properly. We know AFCON is much more difficult, but we will be much more prepared this time round. And as I have said, we begin the journey to AFCON 2027 today. We prepare our teams from the bottom, from every village, from every corner of Kenya. And we have agreed on how we are going to work with FKF, the sports management body in Kenya, to make sure, the football management body in Kenya, to grow the team from the bottom up. And I want to encourage partners, sponsors, corporates who are here to work with us and work with FKF as we build the momentum towards 2027. To the boys in Harambee Stars, I know that you would have wanted to own a home, but I believe you still will have to own a home. This is how we are going to do it. Yeah? The two-bedroom house that we had agreed on under our current arrangement in affordable housing costs 2 million shillings. We are going to pay for you half that amount. We're going to pay for you 1 million shillings. You pay the other 1 million, or we will give you a mortgage you can pay over 20 years. And you are going to be paying something, like 2,000 or 3,000 every month. So it is affordable. Nasikia nyinyi vijana? And there is no room for exchanging the house with money. There is only the house. And as I told you, you will choose a house in a town you like. If you want it in Nairobi, if you want it in Mombasa, if you want it in Kisumu, Eldoret, Nakuru, wherever, we are developing housing in every town. In fact, we are developing housing in 200 sites across Kenya. So you have an opportunity to choose which one. For the avoidance of doubt, maybe many people think that we are dishing out affordable houses. No. You pay. And we are going to pay the 1 million for these young people. And they will pay the other 1 million. Because we must be a country that is responsible. And everybody, there is no bending of rules. There is no free lunch. Maybe except this one. Unless somebody maybe stands somewhere and starts to charge people that, you had, there was no free lunch. This one is free. But I know all the team has registered already, Mr. Captain, is that right? With Boma Yangu. So go ahead, choose a two-bedroom house in any town of your choosing. Every team member here, we are going to pay for you 1 million shillings. You will pay the other 1 million, or we will give you a mortgage which you can pay for 20 years and pay a little every month. I think that is what I can do for you now, recognizing the kind of contribution that you made.